On today's episode of Common Guys, we're going to be recapping WrestleMania Night 1. It was a great night, and I think this is shaping up to be a great WrestleMania. WrestleMania's first match was Austin Theory versus John Cena. This match really highlights that Austin Theory is going completely heel because throughout the match he bit John Cena's ear, bit John Cena's fingers, and when the ref was knocked out, he did a low blow for John Cena. John Cena, throughout the match, remained his composure, tried to win against Austin Theory, but the heel tactics of Austin Theory really worked against John Cena, and Austin Theory gets the win here. I think there's going to be a rematch later, but for now, Austin Theory is the winner of WrestleMania. Next match was the men's tag team. Definitely some great highlights. Ricochet really did a great highlight, jumping on a human pyramid when everybody was piled up. Braun Strowman got a German suplex by Chad Gable. That really shows Chad Gable is a physical force and should be promoted heavily in WWE. Ultimately, the Viking Raiders had their moment as well. And watching Strowman do a frog splash off the top rope was a sight to see. But Street Profits win this, and it was a great match and a showcase. Next up, we had Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins. I think this is one of the greatest matches on WrestleMania last night. Logan Paul zip lines to the stage, and Seth Rollins, the crowd was chanting his opening theme. Some of the highlights of this match was watching KSI reveal, trying to help Logan Paul get the victory, watching Logan Paul do a GTS on Seth Rollins and a frog splash, which I thought Seth Rollins at that point was going to lose, but Seth Rollins does a kick out. Seth Rollins wins by stomp, which was really satisfying seeing Logan Paul get stomped. And ultimately, Logan Paul jumping from the ring post onto KSI because Seth Rollins was able to switch out the two men. That was a great highlight of this match. Seth Rollins wins, but great match. Next up, we have Damage Control versus Becky, Trish, and Lita. This was a great match. All 6 women got their due. Trish really killed it, showed that she's still capable. Lita, I think, really highlights that she's still one of the badass women of wrestling. Ultimately, I was happy to see that Becky got the pin, and WWE is still promoting Becky as the man, and definitely watching her begin the match and get pummeled by Damage Control in the beginning before she tagged in Lita shows that she is a tough woman. Next match, we had Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio. Dominic enters the stadium via an escort by police officers, and Rey Mysterio enters the stadium in Snoop Dogg's lowrider to Viva la Raza, homage to Eddie Guerrero. Throughout the match, Dominic is harassing his family, throwing water on his sister, getting slapped by his mom. Highlights of the match include Rey spanking Dominic with his belt, the Judgment Day showing up, only to be outdone by the Latino World Order showing up to help defeat the Judgment Day. Dominic trying to undo the turnbuckle and get a chain to only be interrupted by Bad Bunny, who steals the chain from Dominic, allowing Ray to get the win. And highlight for this match was watching Dominic do the 619, and then Ray getting the 619 on his son. Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley was an incredible match. You could tell that this match definitely had a lot of heat behind it. No Judgment Day interference, which was a great call by WWE. This was a physically intense match. Charlotte Flair doing a DDT counter to Riptide, natural selection from the top rope. Charlotte Flair even trying to do a spear to knock out Rhea, but Rhea wouldn't go down. Ultimately, how the match ends is incredible. Charlotte Flair getting knocked out on the top rope for Rhea Ripley to just do a riptide from the top rope and get the 1-2-3 victory was incredible. Rhea deserves it. Charlotte Flair deserves it. I think this is one of the best matches both women have ever been in, and I can't wait to see the rivalry continue. This is definitely a highlight of WrestleMania. Next, we had The Miz versus Pat, because Snoop Dogg made it official that this match would go on. This is more of the comedy match. Miz gets squashed, and there's not much to say about this match. Ultimately, Pat looked great, and The Miz really didn't do much, but it was a funny match. It was funny to see Snoop Dogg leave the stage because he didn't want to get involved in this, even though he made it official. I think that was a really, really funny moment. The final match of the night was the Usos versus Sami Zayn and KO. It was an incredible match. It was very, very emotional. We first had Sami and Jimmy standing in the ring, but before they even fought, Jimmy tags in Jay, so Sami has to go up against Jay. It was a very physical match. One highlight was KO trying to powerbomb on the Spanish table, but the Usos reversed it and threw KO through the other table. The Usos doing a 1-day to Sami, but Sami does a kick out. Sami getting multiple hits in the face by both the Usos, and yet being able to kick out. Ultimately, the highlight of the match was the 3 Halua kicks on Jay and the stunner by KO on Jimmy that led to the men getting the victory. If you like this video, please comment, subscribe, and share this video. Turn on the notification icon so when I upload videos, you can see them. Let me know what your favorite WrestleMania moment from day one is. It was a great WrestleMania, and I can't wait to see what day 2 has in store. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.